Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm about to embark on a brand new chapter, basically realizing a dream that I've had for many, many years. So I'm really excited about that. I'm leaving on a plane later this evening in about an hour. I'm leaving for the airport. I have a lot to pack. I have stuff strewn about, but it all needs to make it into a very small piece of luggage that I got recently for my birthday. A long time ago, I was living in San Francisco for about 5 years. And as the 5 years were coming to an end, I thought, okay, I want to pursue more of my dreams in entertainment. And I feel like it's going to take a move elsewhere to do that. It kind of felt like there was a glass ceiling. And I realized I had goals beyond just documentary film, and I'd done a little bit of acting there too, but I kind of wanted to expand upon that. You know, I had a passion for music. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool to work on a music video? I love to dance. Wouldn't it be cool to pursue that, etc., etc. So I thought about New York and talked to people that had lived in New York, worked there professionally. That was an option, but I was like, I don't know. And I don't know if I don't know that my personality is suited for New York, and for other reasons. Then Los Angeles. It was kind of an obvious choice. Down the street, I could stay in California, palm trees, the ocean, an outdoorsy lifestyle. I ended up moving there, as many of you already know. So lived there full time for 10 years. But the other place that I wanted to go was Paris. And I seriously consider moving there. I had made contacts at the Cannes Film Festival. I spoke French already, so that would make it easier. I talked to people that I knew about contacts they had in the film industry there. I talked to a friend who was French and used to work in Paris in film, and you know, she's like, Lisa, go to Los Angeles. So anyways, I did, and it's been a very fulfilling period of my life. And it became a place that I was like, okay, you know, I always want this to be a home base. The lifestyle is extraordinary. It's not just a place where I can fulfill my wildest dreams creatively. But I also always envisioned being able to spend part of the year in France. So it was always a goal that, yes, I'd live in LA, but I'd also live some number of months in France each year, as well as be able to go back to my home state in North Carolina and do my work there, see loved ones, and just overall have more flexibility and not being kind of so tethered to Los Angeles and feel like, you know, you always have to be there ready for the next gig, the next call. So I feel really thankful that I kind of got to a point where I felt like I was able to transition to this new chapter of basically being tri-coastal, living in California, living in North Carolina, and living in France. And that is beginning today. So I actually just had a gig in the Atlanta area. I was doing some interactive dance entertainment for a private party. So I've just barely not even fully unpacked this little suitcase I have here. So I'm kind of in the process of taking things out still. And I've done everything. I have a shaker that I brought. That was kind of fun. Tambourine. I don't think I'll bring those to France, even though I'd love to. And I have this lavalier mic that I used, which I also do not need to pack. Yeah, I don't think I'll need that. So I'm gonna set those to the side. Okay, dirty clothes from that. But I am gonna bring my belt, and I have a bunch of belt buckles that I want to bring with me. You know, I was actually in France last October and beginning of November, and in Italy, and I saw Wrangler and I saw cowboy boots multiple times in the storefronts in where was I? Portofino, cowboy boots. Paris, in some fancy store, in the window, cowboy boots. Yeah, woo! Things are dumping all over the place. Yeah, so anyways, I'm not going all out with my Western theme, but I am gonna bring this. It was given to me by a friend in Winston-Salem who has a cool shop, Carolina Coin, and they have lots of antique stuff. And so I've got that. I will bring, again, another dirty shirt. Okay, That does not need to come. So I have to fit enough for a month in Paris. And then actually one of my best friends invited me on a cruise in the Mediterranean. So I'm really excited about that too. But I'm basically then in this little carry-on suitcase gonna fit everything for this month and a half, because actually then I go straight to a friend's wedding in Idaho afterwards. So there's a lot to potentially fit in, and obviously I'm not going to places where you can't have access to certain things either, so I'm trying to remember that. So I'm gonna try to make some room on this bed for my suitcase and then just start, you know, prioritizing, I guess, and figuring out what's gonna make it in. But the idea is for pretty much everything here to make it in. So the bed is completely covered, but I think it's possible. I got a new microphone, which I'm using right now. This MKE 400 mobile kit. My lavalier is also Sennheiser. I mean, it's like a top brand. So anyways, happy to have that now. But I don't really need a box. So I think I would just take these things out of the box, reduce the amount of stuff I'm trying to part there. That was an improvement. Okay, so it is kind of crunch time. I literally have a half an hour before I fly out. So you might think, is she crazy, like packing last minute? Okay, so this side of this suitcase is, I don't know, I feel like you can kind of put toiletries in that. I'm gonna just flip it around and do the clothes first. Okay, so, well, I don't know if this should be the first thing I try to put in, but I'm bringing salsa dance shoes, of course. Suede bottoms. I've already kind of dirtied them. I must have worn them outside to something. Sometimes when I've worn salsa dance shoes enough, then they become like wedding shoes or something else where I have to be in heels and I don't want my feet to hurt because I'm going to be standing for a long period of time. So these I'm taking knowing that I will salsa dance it up in Paris, and then also go to my friend's wedding, and if that's it for these shoes, it's okay. It's okay. So if they run their course in that amount of time, it's okay. I'll actually maybe throw those on the other side with the, or I'm gonna put toiletries and stuff. Okay, I should have a pair of flip-flops somewhere. For the cruise, we're going to be on some islands off of Spain and in Cannes and going to Capri in Italy, so I'm excited about that. I definitely want to have flip-flops, even though they're not something you see, like people don't like walk in the streets of Paris in flip-flops. But that said, I want comfortable shoes to wear to get, you know, on the plane and all that stuff, and maybe take some soft fuzzy socks to wear on the plane to be warm. Okay, that's the thing. So I'm just gonna put some socks in my bag. My plan is to bring the suitcase and then bring like this bag as like a personal item. That's it. I've got this little notebook in here because I tend to create and plan creative projects that way, making little notes. Okay, so it turns out this bag is actually already full of some things. So I need to reorganize, take out all like the trash and random stuff. I can't emphasize anymore though that this is like a major thing to me, to be able to start dividing my time between 3 places that I call home. I studied abroad in France. I taught in French Guyana. I worked at a French school in San Francisco. I taught French and video production at a private school in LA. Like the French language and the French culture has been part of my life for so long. And it feels like home. Yeah, it feels very natural to me to be in France. It's inspiring. There's beauty everywhere. It gets the creativity going, and I've thought about this time as being like a very centering period. I wanted to go to France. I'm gonna have a couple of friends coming to visit, and I'll have a week to myself to kind of be productive and just have some quiet time. But the whole period is gonna be You know, things like that just remind you of like who you are at your core, what your essence is. And I feel like I always kind of end up, you know, on planes. Usually it's where I decide to break up with people, or otherwise just kind of like weed out life and get really dialed in to goals and focus moving forward. Okay, so time is ticking and I need to move it along. And so far, I still just have the salsa dance shoes in the suitcase. So, okay. What to do? I'm gonna bring my journal. This is a brand new journal I got for my birthday. I gave this actually to my mom. To live will be an awfully big adventure. Peter Pan. It's a passport holder. And then she put this in here. Anything is possible. So anyways, she has lent this to me. It was like a gift that she's kind of not given back per se, but she knew I really liked it. I liked it a lot. It was like something I wanted to get myself, but I didn't. I just got one for her. So I'm excited about that. I bought this scarf in Italy when I was there. Again, end of last October and early November. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm looking, honestly, I don't see what I'm packing that this would even go with. It definitely goes in my convertible here, which has been fun to use, but I'm not actually seeing, I don't know, but maybe at the beach in Italy and the Mediterranean. Okay, it doesn't exactly take up that much space, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pack it. Okay, this is going in here. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and pack a couple skirts, jean skirts. I don't think those are in question. I got this one that has like fun little like ruffles. So I have 2 jean skirts, a pair of jean shorts. These, okay, they seem to take up, I mean, look at this. They like already take up like half the suitcase. Okay, I'm starting to rethink. How many belt buckles do I actually need? I mean, not 3, like not 3. Okay, so anyways, but I'll bring 2. I got this here in North Carolina, which is where I currently am. So, all right, I'll bring these 2. Okay, I'm gonna take this shirt, Whiskey A Go-Go. Hollywood. I like getting clothes, jewelry, shoes, etc. I like getting them on trips or from places that mean something to me. So yeah, so that's good. And things like that are conversation starters, like cowboy boots. I've talked to so many people from that. So, okay, I'm debating bringing cowboy boots, but I love these so much. They are taller than my suitcase, okay? That's kind of crazy. Obviously bulky. I would not say that this pair is the most comfortable pair I own, nor do I really think they go with what I'm planning on wearing. So I'm just going to, it's hard for me, but I think I'm gonna put these away. Okay, so my mom actually gave me this chocolate bar to bring with me. I have to have chocolate like every day, so just in case, to ensure that happens. And I love this stuff. So good. Cinnamon Cayenne Cherries dark chocolate. I lived in Cayenne in French Guiana, so it's also just kind of sentimental to me. Okay, so anyways, time is ticking. I literally have to leave in like 15 minutes. I got these sunglasses from Good Time in Nashville recently. I love them. Nectar is the brand, so those will be fun. I think they're made out of recycled materials, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe the company is based in South Carolina, so kind of local to Carolinas. I'll throw that in my big bag. I'm bringing this little external hard drive for all the stuff I'll be shooting. This is new, it's tiny, and it's 2 terabytes. That's great. Really nice. It's so small. Okay. I'm gonna bring this dress. Really doesn't take up much space. They'll match the salsa shoes. I can wear this salsa dancing. If there's any kind of like nicer jazz show or anything that's kind of more dressy that I may want to go to in Paris, then this will fit. If there's something like, you know, we see a show or whatever on the cruise ship, this should work too. And I wouldn't say it screams garden wedding, but it is a light color, gold, and yeah, it will work for. Okay, I'm gonna have to really like speed things along now. I'm putting another pair of sandals. I don't love these sandals. Sometimes I deliberately bring things on trips like sandals that I'll wear a little bit more, and then I don't mind just like getting rid of, or like salsa dance shoes that are on their way out, stuff like that. I brought to Cuba, and then I use them when I'm there, and then I leave them. I give them to somebody. That's what I do. I give them to somebody and make room for other things that I might have bought there, or just kind of clear out. So what I'm bringing is like a combination of things that I really do like a lot, because you know, when you can't pack much, you gotta like what you're bringing, and things, well, like as in a thing or two that I wouldn't mind just like leaving at the end of the trip, because there will be no extra room in here. Okay, so that's like the bulk of what's going on here. Definitely need like a charger, rechargeable battery thing. I'm gonna throw that in here. I have a travel charger. I had gotten one here before I left for Europe last time, and it didn't end up working. I started smelling like burning. It was like a funny smell. Anyways, I got this that was really cheap in France. Bring that back. And then we'll put the chocolate in the bag that's going on the plane. Extra batteries. All right, I think I just need to move it along here. Yeah. As you can see, somehow I made it. I have everything in this little suitcase and one personal item bag, and I better get going to the airport now. Off to Europe. I'll show you Paris when I get there.